Okay, next up, the German Bundesliga. Today, Wolfsburg was facing Mainz at home. Wolfsburg won 3-0. And also Bayern Munich, of course, defeated Hertha Berlin 2-0. Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman scored the two goals second half. Bayern Munich, I don't know. Was it the great move to sack Julian Nagelsmann? I mean, Thomas Tuchel, as brilliant as he is, or as brilliant as people see him as, because I know sometimes he's brilliant, but sometimes he's kind of too brilliant for himself. It wasn't really the right move. I mean, the reason they brought him in, it was to qualify for the Champions League, which he didn't do, and then I guess win the league title, which is, I think, he's gonna do. I mean, it's pretty much Bayern Munich birthright to win the Bundesliga. I mean, nobody else win the Bundesliga besides Bayern Munich. But I just thought the timing was kind of weird. We discussed that in a separate video before. But I still think, I still don't understand Oliver Kahn and Salihamidzic why they had to sack Nagelsmann at that particular time. I think it would have been easier for them to wait for him to face Manchester City. And if he get eliminated, sack him and using that as a reason why he gets sacked, as opposed to bringing him to Tuchel basically 2 weeks in before a big game like that, and then Tuchel can't qualify. Tuchel's gonna have the excuse that, well, I just got here 2 weeks ago, so they can't really sack him for that. So that's kind of still weird in my mind. I don't understand why Salihamidzic and Oliver Kahn decided to sack Nagelsmann and bring Thomas Tuchel down, when, like I said, they could have waited after the Manchester City and then decide to sack him, unless they thought he could have passed Manchester City, and they wanted to sack him regardless anyway. So maybe that's the problem. Nonetheless, this is Bundesliga business. We had all the games have been played. As I said, on Friday we had Bochum facing Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund is really letting go Bayern Munich. Chance after chance they had to reclaim the top of the league. They've been losing point left and right. They lost again another 2 points by drawing 1-1 against Bochum. My boy Karim Adeyemi scored for Borussia Dortmund. 2 early goals, really, 5th and 7th minute, and then there was nothing else for us to see. And then on Saturday, we had Union Berlin. Union Berlin is drifting away a little bit. Just like if Bayern Munich wins this league, it's not going to be like the other years when Bayern Munich, I guess, dominated and then they won. This year, it just feels like Union Berlin and Borussia Dortmund is giving the league to Bayern Munich. I mean, they're slipping up, especially Union Berlin. Now, again, another 0-0 against Bayern Leverkusen. Leverkusen is drifting away from the European spot. I mean, Bayern Leverkusen need to be very careful because Wolfsburg is creeping up. And can Mainz top them to the Europa League Conference? Anything is possible. We only have 4 matches left in the Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund, Union Berlin, and Leverkusen need to pick up the pace. RB Leipzig is coming alive again. Christopher Kunku scored 1-0 to defeat Hoffenheim at home 1-0. Freiburg won away from home 1-0. That's a big boost, that 3-point. Freiburg need all the points they can get right now to hang in that top 4 spot because Leipzig is creeping up. Leipzig is 5th right underneath them, and Leipzig is a type of team with 4 games remaining. They're really a sprinter type of team. You look at the way they play, they really shape like a sprinter type of team, and I don't know if Freiburg's going to be able to save that 4th spot, but we'll see. And then Stuttgart defeated Mönchengladbach 2-1. Here's another team that had so much potential at the beginning of the season. Marcus Thuram and his boys, they were saying pretty much the spot that Union Berlin has this season was supposed to be Borussia Mönchengladbach. But Mönchengladbach has been disappointing this season. They're literally 10th in the league, so they play for nothing at this point. Can they still make it to the top 6 or the top 7? I don't think so. To me, the season is over. I don't know if Marcus Thuram is going to stay, but we're going to see how the season and our next season starts for Mönchengladbach. It was, like I said, it was a promising team in the beginning of the season. Everybody thought it would be Leipzig, Mönchengladbach year, and maybe Dortmund. But Mönchengladbach is drifting away. And then Stuttgart won at home 2-1 against Werder Bremen. And like I said, today on Sunday, Bayern Munich defeated Hertha Berlin 2-0, and Wolfsburg won 3-0 against Mainz. So the league table is as follows. Bayern Munich still first, 62 points, only 1 point top clear of Borussia Dortmund. And then Union Berlin is third, 56. Freiburg is fourth with 56. RB Leipzig 5th, 54. Bayern Leverkusen is 6th with 48. I can throw in even Wolfsburg really 7 with 46. Now, Wolfsburg's not going to challenge for the title. It's over. Wolfsburg can challenge for his top 4 in the Champions League spot, but really, realistically, Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Union Berlin are going to fight for the title. I'm going to throw in Freiburg because they deserve. They have 56 points, and although I don't see them winning the title, I'm going to throw them in there just out of respect for what they have accomplished this season, being top 4 right now with 4 matches remaining in the Bundesliga. Next matchup in the Bundesliga, starting Friday, Leverkusen hosting Cologne. Leverkusen has to win this game. This is the type of game you got to win if you're going to make a push for the top 4. Mainz hosting Schalke, and then on Saturday, Hoffenheim hosting Eintracht Frankfurt. Here's another team. Eintracht was supposed to be the heir apparent this season. They started just like Mönchengladbach. They started really like a true contender for the European spot. I mean, Ronald Colomoni and his boys started almost like Mönchengladbach. A lot of promising stuff, but Frankfurt, Mönchengladbach are letting everybody down this season. Nonetheless, Freiburg hosting Leipzig on Saturday. Mönchengladbach facing Bochum. Hertha Berlin going to face Stuttgart. Werder Bremen host Bayern Munich, and Augsburg and Union Berlin on Saturday. And on Sunday, we're going to have Borussia Dortmund and Wolfsburg. Borussia Dortmund has to win. Whoever wins, pretty much secure between Borussia Dortmund, and if Wolfsburg win, they're going to jump. They're going to be a serious contender for the top 4. But Borussia Dortmund has to win this game because there's no way I can see Bayern Munich losing to Werder Bremen. Now, it could happen. Let me not jinx Bayern Munich, but I just feel like, Bremen is pretty much struggling. They're 12th in the league. I don't see them beating Bayern Munich. This is crunch time, 4 matches left. Bayern Munich is not going to be dropping points like they did before. I mean, they could because football is what it is, but I don't see that happen. So Dortmund has to hang in there and be 4 win out of 4. I mean, I hope that Bayern Munich drop 2 points somewhere before the end of the season. That's it for the Bundesliga. We're going to jump right up onto the next one.